Hello and welcome back to Journey to Farlands. If you have a good eye, you might notice that I am in a completely different place than when I ended the shortest episode of all time, episode 12. And also that I didn't record yesterday, or didn't upload. And in fact, I did upload. I didn't upload, but I did record. And what I recorded is the worst thing I have ever made in my entire life. The Forbidden Episode 13 will die with no one but me having seen it, because it is the worst thing I've ever recorded. In fact, it's so bad that I didn't even want it on my hard drive. It is lost media. I walked for about an hour, just you know. But I'm never recording it because I thought, no, I can't make this episode 13. Not after how horrible episode 12 was. It was literally a minute long. I have to scrap this. Normally, I will literally like never do something like that normally, but this was episode 13. Lost media was particularly terrible, to the point that I couldn't bring myself to upload it. Among the things that occurred in the Forbidden Episode 13 was the death of both Ford and Dennis. Were both dead. Yeah. Let's just say I wish Minecraft Beta 1.7.3 had better pathfinding for pets. So they died, and I'm gonna need a new dog now. This will only have one, I guess. That was one of the things. That was one of the horrible events of the Forbidden Episode 13. Anyways, that is eternally going to be lost media. I've literally deleted it from my hard drive. I don't have it anymore, so it will never be uploaded. It's gone forever, thankfully. It was abhorrent. It was terrible. Don't even want to think about it. No, but yeah. At least I got about an hour's worth of walking in, so that was good. Now I'm all alone. I'm gonna need some skeleton bones soon. Man, rest in peace, Ford and Dennis. You know what? I'll make a little... Hold on. You know what I'll do? I'll make a little gravestone. Wait. I'm gonna make a little gravestone right here. Commemorate. Dave? No. Yes, I will. Well, I'll make a little gravestone just for them, okay? But I'm not gonna write their names because their names do not belong here. They belong at the Farlands. That's what I've decided on already. Dave, Dennis, and Ford all getting their names to Farlands. Alright, look. Wait, yeah, that works. This is their little gravestone here, little marker. That works. I'll put some wool because they love killing sheep. Hold on. Beautiful. Oh my god. Oh no, what have I done? Oh goodness. I just accidentally made a reverse cross. Well, I guess that's... I actually didn't mean to do that. Well. Oh my god, that's... No. Let's say some Herobrine shit. Well. Oops. No, but you should feel lucky that you don't have to watch the Forbidden Episode 13. You should feel lucky. You should feel lucky that I'm sparing you from the experience of watching the Forbidden Episode 13. It's a disaster. Eeh. Mm-mm. Important part though is just moving towards the Farlands. I mean, like, Dennis was whatever, but it's I know Ford was particularly sad. Ford has been there for a while, and now I know. In fact, I can say for certain that Ford is in fact dead. And Dennis, oh, rest in peace. Oh, yeah, rest in peace. Fucked up. Fucked up. What happened? Fucked up. What happened? Oh, that entire episode was just fucked up. You're lucky this isn't it. You're lucky this is the normal episode 13 and not the cursed lost episode. Wait, lost episode? Like evil creepypasta? Yeah. Spoiler alert. Herobrine was in the game. I had to run away from Herobrine, I'm just saying. You know, it's pretty nice though to not have like the stupid ass lines of code that will like spawn in front of my teleport in front of my fucking boat all the time. It is interesting how like animals in particular in video games tend to be more like you tend to care more when they die. You know, it's a bit sad, you know, Ford dying, bit sad. Even though there are literally a few lines of code, you know, especially in Minecraft beta 1.7.3 where all they do is a nuisance. But you know, I guess it's just the naming aspect, right? Once you give something a name, you get attached to it. Subconsciously. I don't think I care that much, but still. The thing that I mostly care about is the fact that no one will ever have to watch for the last episode 13. That's the thing that I'm most thankful for right now. Is the fact that episode will maintain its status as gone forever. All I'll say about Forbidden episode 13 is first, Ford and Dennis died, and second, I tried to do something which would be like cool, and this had nothing to do with Minecraft itself. I tried to do like something interesting, and it failed miserably. It was horrible. It was a disaster. That itself does not have anything to do with Ford and Dennis' death, though. But it was terrifying. Wait, did I? Oh. And I will never make that mistake again. Disaster. And Ford and Dennis. Disaster. Horrific. Horrific what happened to them. Oh. Don't even want to think about it. It's so fucked up, man. So fucked up. How's this? Evil fucking cow. Hmm. Oh yeah, I've started yet another playthrough of Baldur's Gate 3. Now that patch 8 is out, which is, it's a game. It's so long that you kind of always find something new, and it's very much worth replaying a few times. Such a good game, fantastic game. And they added a subclass, one new subclass for each class, which is cool. So I decided, you know what? This is the last patch as well, or the last ever like big patch we're ever doing for the game. I felt it felt appropriate to start a new playthrough. The one thing that's a big shame, I think Baldur's Gate 3 is generally one of the best games ever. Period. The one thing that kind of holds it back is the fact that Act 3. I mean, I love Act 3. Don't get me wrong. I still think it's fantastic, but it was clearly rushed, right? There was obviously meant to be a section in the upper city that was never added because they didn't have time. So they kind of just awkwardly put a bunch of upper city content in the lower city. Is at least what it looked like for me. Which is, a big shame, because it would be really cool to get like a Baldur's Gate upper city section in Act 3. That would definitely fill it out more as well. The last act of the game. Unfortunate, but it doesn't exist. Too shove of chicken with dirt. No, but I'm a big fan of Baldur's Gate. One thing that's impressive about Baldur's Gate 3 in particular is the fact that it's kill you. This is my last boat. I'm gonna have to make some new ones. And some more beds, might as well. What was I saying? Let's press part of Baldur's Gate 3. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. It's the fact that it makes like D&D 5e combat so genuinely enjoyable and dynamic. I think 5e combat is kind of flow. I guess it translates well to game format in general, because I think 5e combat it's pretty bad, honestly, in my opinion. But it works well as a video game, I suppose, and as well they made it a lot more dynamic with the inclusion of a bunch of area of effect stuff and a bunch of verticality and just generally just removing the squares, the grid system, and just basically using a ruler, right, for everything. And Baldur's Gate 3 is essentially what they do. It works really well. I mean, I think the combat is honestly really fun. It's surprising, but they very much succeeded in doing that. With such a honestly pretty scuffed system. I guess it also works better because it's just faster paced in general, and you also get the control of the characters. A lot of like classes in D&D, especially martial classes, feel like very underwhelming compared to spellcasting classes, which have a solution to everything, right? In comparison, and have a bunch of dynamic shit and cool shit you can do. Martials, and are also as good, if not better, than martials at combat, which leaves martials left with basically nothing, right? And that is a problem in D&D itself, but in Baldur's Gate 3, it doesn't really matter. especially with all the magic items you get, but also just with the fact that you control it, you control each character anyways, right? And even if you don't, things go fast enough and you get enough. Let's say you play multiplayer, right? Things move fast enough, and you get enough like cool magic items that that doesn't really matter, and you can do cool stuff anyways, even if you're playing martial class. But in normal play, when you're playing single player, it doesn't matter at all. In fact, it kind of plays in the game's favor because some of the character, that means that like if you're completely new to the system, things don't get as overwhelming as if, I don't know, it was based on Pathfinder instead, where you get a lot of customization, a lot of class abilities, which is really cool if you're just controlling one character, but gets a lot more overwhelming if you're playing several and you have to keep track of all these abilities. It's the how streamlined 5e can be, often is, and especially with martials, really does play in the game's favor. Let's see what Larian decides to do next. I don't know if they haven't announced anything, right? I don't think so. Not anything that I've seen, anyways. But you know, they're a great studio, make cool games. Should play Divinity Original Sin at some point, but I haven't yet, at least. And the one problem with games like Baldur's Gate 3 is that now every other, like grand RPG game, whatever they're called, feel underwhelming when you played Baldur's Gate 3, just because of how good it is, you know? That is the drawback with games like that are so fantastic, basically. I mean, everything about Baldur's Gate 3 is just incredible. The voice acting as well is just impeccable. I mean, and the characterization, I mean, it's great. I mean, honestly, the only main character or party character that I genuinely just don't like is Will. I think Will is super boring. But that's it, right? I think every other character is really interesting. But Will is boring because Will is just the good guy, which it honestly ruins his character, because I didn't play the early access or the early access version of the game, right? The alpha or beta version or whatever, the pre-release version. But in that version, they give like Will completely different characterization, where he has a big ego problem in it, right? And he thinks like colossally highly of himself, but it's actually handled, rather than him literally just being like super awesome and cool and just the best at everything, and just genuinely just never doing anything wrong, like in the full release, which is a big shame, because that would have been a lot more interesting if he had a flaw other than just being too cool, you know, too cool and good and awesome at everything, which is boring. Other than that, I mean, every other character has really interesting arcs, and I'm talking every other like main party character, not like Yahira and Halcyon or whatever. I'm talking, or even Misora, but Misora's pretty cool as well, I guess. They've all got really interesting stories, and you know, I'm a big fan. Really like them. Oh, and the villains as well. I mean, wow. They're fucking amazing. Just like General Form as... That's his name, right? It's a weird name. Yeah, but regardless, I'm really bad with names, I'm sorry. He is like one of my favorite like antagonists in any media. He's so fucking good. I fucking love him so much. He's so awesome as well and so sick. And then he has what's his name? Like Patrick Stewart, I think. I don't remember. Played the teacher, or no, not the teacher, but the like band lead, the what the fuck are they called? I don't remember. Whiplash, that guy, you know, and that hurls a share at the main character, right? Whatever. Yeah, really good voice actor, fantastic. And he's just so fucking cool in general, and so awesome and cool. Wait, Misora. Wait, no, that was the devil's name, right? I can't remember. Yeah, Misora was the devil's name. I'm talking about the drow. What was the drow's name? Right, Misora was Will's pact, but the fuck was... I don't actually remember. I can't remember for the life of me. Whatever. Oh, wait, ooh. Whoa. Oh, that's weird. Oh no, oh no! Game crash again, of course. Yes, of course it crashes. Why wouldn't it crash, huh? No. Work. Oh my god, hold on. There you go. Alright, back. Oh, frozen. Come back. Come back. Come back. What the hell? Why is a game like this? Oh. I'm recording, I mean. Now I have to F11 and break it. Ah, wait. Hmm? Oh, for fuck's sake! Why? Whatever, I'll just play windowed. Fucking Christ. Oh, okay, whatever. What if I do this? Capture any full screen application. That should work. Please don't crash. I got a really nice song now. Fucking God! That was a good. Oh, but that. Oh my God. Sorry, I got a bit mad. Such a nice song as well. Fucking game crashes. It's there you go, it's back. Fantastic. That's just a classic. Whatever. 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 You know what's interesting is Minecraft speedruns. I mean, when I liked watching Minecraft speedruns sometimes, but that was back in like before Dream got caught for cheating, and like they're like the fucking dude Force and XQC shit, you know? That like when I guess when this Minecraft speedrunning got a massive resurgence, or generally it's I guess a massive surge. It wasn't very popular in the first place, but it got a lot of popularity suddenly. I guess probably mainly because of Dream, really, right? The Manhunt series. But now, if you look at like an if you look at optimized Minecraft speedrun today, holy fuck, they do that shit in like 7 minutes, and I mean, I've seen like they don't even do like the bed thing with bed strat or the, you know, blow up beds with the Ender Dragon and the by the portal anymore, end portal, exit portal, whatever. But it, like, will go up to I think I don't know if even if this is recent. I saw this in a speedrun, but they would go up to one of the like the end towers and wait there instead for some reason. I don't know. I don't really know. I mean, they fucking like do weird ass like zoom in shit, and they literally use fucking graphing calculators now, bro. It's so fucked up. They literally use graphing calculators. I don't know what's going on. Oh wow, that's cool. Well, they're fucking like giga zooming in on the Eye of Ender, like looking at it, and then pulling out a fucking graphing calculator or some shit to triangulate the exact location of the stronghold and shit like that. And then I think they'll go back to the Nether or some shit and like put because it's faster to just teleport straight into the stronghold. Oh my, I don't know. It is fucking crazy how optimized that game has gotten. Still cool with like random seed though, because of the improvisation that's required. Oh, it's very uncommon for speedruns in general. It tends to be completely set, right? Like a set seed in Minecraft, which is more like traditional speedrunning, which is you know, the same game over and over again, and you get extremely good at the muscle memory and the same mechanics like over and over again, with maybe a bit of a random chance built in there, depending on the game, right? While random seed Minecraft is one that's procedurally generated, so pretty cool. That's why it works so well for tournaments and whatnot. Pretty entertaining to watch. Man, I gotta find a dog. It's so lonely without dogs. Yeah. Ah. No, but I've always been fascinated by speedrunning. It is really cool to me. I mean, Just this idea, especially, I mean, I feel like speedrunning like random seed Minecraft. It's very different from speedrunning some shit like fucking Undertale or some shit, right? Which is just the same thing over and over again. Whatever, like random. Here are dogs, but I don't have any bones, fortunately. Wow. Because like random seed Minecraft, I mean, that would be fun. That could be really fun because I mean, it's an incredibly replayable game, and you're playing random seeds, and you actually do have to get really good at improvising. Even if it's the same things you need to be doing every time, the exact specifics are always going to be very different, which makes it very interesting, and it also, you know, makes it easier, like probably, right, to get into, rather than a game which doesn't have that sort of like procedural generation, and the random chance that exists is in comparison to Minecraft speedrunning, it's you know, it's basically basically non-existent, right? The hell? But I do think it's a bit of a shame, though. Not like a boomer, but I guess it's not really. But no, but like the big focus that Minecraft got was getting really good at Minecraft and being really good at speedrunning, like playing it as fast as possible. You know, I don't think that that's what makes Minecraft fun. But you know, I guess that's very subjective. But I don't know. I think this game has so much to offer. I guess it's a bit of a shame, but that's a lot of people's in recent years at least only all they've seen from the game. Oh, it's not like Minecraft is a niche in the game, right? Like, yeah, a lot of people have played it and whatnot, but still, I mean, yeah, this is not it's not really that big of a problem or anything. It's not really a problem, really, but you know, something to note, I guess. Oh yeah, I'm just realizing that the fact that I'm saying that like episode 13, like the forbidden episode, might make it sound like I died and I'm trying to cover it up. I just realized that might be I did not do that. If I died, I would not remove that because that would be really funny. The problem was that it wasn't at all, and it was a terrible idea, and then both my dogs died. So it's just a horrible episode. It was like divine punishment. And lightning struck, boom! Not literally, you know, lightning didn't exist yet. It doesn't exist yet, I mean, in this version game, but it was divine punishment for my for how horrible that episode was. And then the dogs died, and I was yeah, but no, I didn't die personally. I would clip that shit because it would be really funny. And another pack of dogs or wolves here. Only had bones. But no, I still haven't died. Still, I feel like I maintained that. Like, and that it's hard to die when you're just leaving for when you're stupid for every night and ravines don't exist yet, which would be the other obvious way to accidentally fall into one. And as I've said, like the two ways I can die is a strangely deep cave, or I fall off a cliff, which almost did happen. Both of those things. I almost fell off a cliff into a very deep cave, or I fall into a lava pit, which is plausible as well. Those are the only ways I can die, and they seem quite unlikely. I guess also technically I can go AFK, forget to press escape, and then a creeper like comes up to me and blows me up, but that's also very rare, very unlikely. Roses. Why did they rename roses to poppies? I really wonder why. Doesn't really make sense to me. A strange name change. Especially when roses are such a classic flower. That's weird. Hello, sheep. I would like do the funny where I hit you once and then dogs want to eat you, but unfortunately, they're all fucking dead. Oh, look, iron. 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 Gonna get some iron because I need iron. I actually desperately need iron. Man, this shit has been with me for a while, huh? Especially these should have been leggings. For a while, I mean for the entire... It's an entire journey so far, right? Pretty cool. I think this compass might become like the only thing I will have had on me since the first episode. Maybe this crafting table, I guess, and yeah, pretty much. Perhaps the crafting table as well. That's like it. But the compass is the one thing that I like. The crafting table I might just forget at some point, but the compass I have no reason to like throw it in my inventory. I mean, place it's not a block. I always need it in my inventory as well. So that's gonna be the one thing I have. I might put it. You know what? I might put it in a chest in the Farlands. I don't know. Something symbolic would be cool. There aren't any item frames yet. That's not a thing. It's a special game. I actually don't know when those added. Yeah, episode 14. That should be a guest episode. Yeah, that's them's the rules. So tomorrow, I guess, guest episode. Hooray! I get a guest episode. Delayed because I've missed several days, including yesterday, because of the forbidden episode 13. That is only spoken in whispers, and those that I've seen. Why did I throw that away? And those that have seen episode 13, the forbidden one. Rumors say they go insane. It's creepy. It's like creepypasta. Oh my, whoa, what the hell? Okay. That looks really weird for some reason. What are we floating up there, eh? Hey. That's not right. That's physically impossible. Episode 13. Technically, episode 13 is this whatever amount of time this is plus an hour. It's just that the first hour is forever gone. Hello, cows. It's appeared in front of my very eyes. That's the most horrifying thing I ever heard. And I need to make some more boats. To make boats. To make boats. Yes, to make boats. And then I need to make a place to sleep. Oops. Oh my god. You'd imagine I would have gotten pretty good at doing this at this point. Oops. Oops. Oh my god, what am I doing? Yeah. Whatever. What? Why is like why did they never? Why do you have black wool everywhere but for your face? This makes sense. Stupid. That's ridiculous. Foolish even. Oh yeah, one thing that did happen was cool, and on the Forbidden episode 13 is I saw another pink sheep, which is the second one I've ever seen. Well, I've seen on this journey. You know what? That's cool. That's like the only That's like the only good thing that happened in the Forbidden episode of episode 13. The single good thing that happened. Man, I mean, the main point of me uploading these videos is to be like an archive of every single meter, every single block I've traversed through my journey to the Farlands. But that episode was so terrible, I didn't even want it to be private. I didn't want it to exist in the world. I had to get it removed. That was how bad it was. Disaster. But this episode is way better. I mean, this is like the cool version of episode 13. That's like sick and awesome. I mean, everyone always talks about how awesome the real episode 13 is. Like, like in 10 years, everyone's gonna be like, oh yeah, remember the Farlands series? Yeah, episode 13 was my favorite. That shit went so fucking hard. Yeah, I know. I mean, way better than the Forbidden episode 13. I mean, I haven't even seen it, but I just know there's no way it could be any better than the real episode 13, which is the best episode ever. That's gonna be the title of this of this episode. It's gonna be the best episode ever. You know, because really, it is the best episode in many ways. I announced the non-existence of the Forbidden episode 13. I announced the death of both Thor and Dennis, which was really cool and awesome. And I talked about Baldur's Gate. And I talked about speedrunning. I think I said something. Yes. I even mentioned Undertale, as I mentioned the Toby Fox thing as well. See, this is the best episode ever. What a great episode. I'm so good at Farlands. What? I don't know. You're a fool. Yeah, that's right. The acid tree in the middle of the normal forest. Banger. Oh look, a lava pit. An aforementioned lava pit. See? Let me showcase how I would die. Because I wouldn't do like, oh whoa, look at the sun, and then just walk like this for 5 minutes and then fall into it. It would be something like lava pit, right? I'm walking like this from this direction. There's something like this. So I can't see the lava. Right? And then and then I kind of like something like this, right? I look over like, oh look at that, and then boom. That is how I could die. I think that's the most possible way for me to die. It'll also be pretty terrible because I lose everything. So I'll have to be careful not to do that. Oh, can I get down there safely? Oh, god damn it. Oh, that's good enough. Oh, look at this. This almost makes me remember that one time when Ford suddenly disappeared into thin air. But this time he disappeared into thin air for good. In Forbidden Episode 13. Oh. Horrific. I really do wonder what my coordinates are, but I'm not allowed to check yet. I've already made that clear. I'm not allowed to. I must wait. That's how it is. Mm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. There's something like meditative about this as well. I guess just the fact that they're like this nothing, right? There are no villages and there are like 4 biomes. 3 biomes maybe even. I mean, I don't know. Like there's normal grasslands, there's snow biome and there's desert. Is that it? I think so. Guess they like beaches, but you know. And ocean biomes, I guess, are their own biome. Guess there are 4. Oceans included. I mean also just the idea that the fact that I am moving towards a goal here, but that goal is incredibly far away. Still I move towards it. For the sole purpose of walking, right? For walking in this video game. It's the only reason I'm doing it, just to do it. Quite nice to do things for no particular reason sometimes, you know? Rather than just, oh, it'll be cool. Once I get there, it'll be sick. It's good enough. Very well. Yeah, I know, but it's night. It's night. Look at the bed. Ah, there you go. For some reason you can't go to the bed if you're standing on it. Very weird. Go sleep. Well, it is like really late for me right now, and I'm very EP, so I'm gonna go eep in real life. In fact, not only in the video game, but in real life as well. But hey, thank you for watching, and this has been the greatest episode ever. And see you hopefully tomorrow if all things go well. Goodbye.